everyone, this is a Nourished Pineapple, Sarah King here, and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to be making chicken tacos, black beans, and a guacamole. And for the chicken tacos, I'm going to be adding in some bell pepper, zucchini, and squash, as well as some grilled onion. And we're also going to be using my favorite brand if you are sensitive to gluten and you're trying to stay away from that, is the Siete brand. And they have two different kinds of taco shells. So they have the cassava flour tortillas, and they also have almond flour tortillas, and they make really good tortilla chips. So there's links in the description below for those if you would like to support my channel and have an easy way to get those things. And then we also have the Siete Taco Seasoning that I absolutely love. It's delicious and it's on a little pack. And we also have, if you live in Fort Worth, Texas, and you go to Central Market, gotta get the flour tortillas from there. This is Brian and Everett's favorite, so I get those too. And then for our black beans, we use these Cuban black beans, a dozen cousins. There's a link in the description below. It's delicious. It has a great ingredients list, nothing funky on the back, everything you can pronounce and know, and they're really easy to make. And then for the guacamole, I actually never had avocado or guacamole, I think, or liked it until I got to Texas. And then when I was searching for a job when we first moved down here, I watched Food Network a lot, and one day I just tried this guacamole recipe, and all I had in the fridge was avocado, tomato, lemon juice, and onion. And so that's all we're going to be adding to our guacamole, along with some salt and pepper. And when I made it the first time, I think I ate the whole bowl full of that. So let's make some tacos. We're gonna have a guest appearance, and I'm excited to get cooking.
The first thing we're gonna do is prepare our chicken, and I'm just going to season the chicken with our Siete Taco Seasoning on both sides, and just let that sit out for about 20 minutes or so and get to room temperature before we cook it on the grill, just to help with it cooking thoroughly. Next, we're going to slice up our green bell pepper, and I'm just going to make it little thin slices. And we're going to slice up our squash. And then chop up our onion. And then I'm going to add the Siete seasoning to our veggies and add a little bit of avocado oil and mix those up. Mix them real good. Now we're going to set our grill pan to like a medium-high heat and add the vegetables. And the vegetables have the oil on them, so I don't have to worry about adding anything to the grill pan. And if you don't have a grill pan, that's fine. You can just use a regular pan on the stove. Get those all grilled up, ready to go. Okay, so now that we have the veggies cooked, we have the chicken that got to sit out at room temperature for a little bit. That's going to help it cook more evenly on the more thick parts. And we added our seasoning. Mr. Brian King here is going to show us how to grill the chicken.
All right, I usually set up our grill at about medium-high temp. If you know your equipment, set it up as you, but you don't want it too hot. But we're gonna go for about 6 minutes per side. Get some nice grill marks in there. Get it going here. Slap that on the hottest part of the grill and let it go. Secret to best grilling practices, the biggest tongs you can find at the store. These things are huge.
Stop, Dad.
And dad jokes. Dad jokes are essential for grilling. All right, we're coming in on about 6 minutes here. Let's take a peek. Looks like these are starting to firm up, and the way you can tell that the chicken is ready to go, hopefully it doesn't stick or take a little bit off. Well, we got a little bit off, but it is getting a little bit, some grill marks on there. A little slip. But I think it's okay, and this one shouldn't stick either. Oh, you may need to make that, yeah, it's probably okay, but close enough. If you get a lot of stickage is where you know that it's probably not hot enough. I'm just gonna bring the temperature up just a little bit. Maybe just that high. This is a new propane tank, so sometimes they have different flows, it seems. So, anyways, pro tip to make this thing ready for the show: actually clean up all the nasties. First of all, use a cover. But secondly, if you don't, I cleaned up all the nasties with a wet paper towel, and then to finish it, I used a little bit of avocado oil and just wiped it down really, really good. Make sure you get all that oil, that greasy film off the top, but it ends up making it shine pretty nice. If you're having company, you want to make your grill nice and shiny for them.
Cool.
All right, looks like we're coming in about 12 minutes here. Again, 165 is the internal temperature you're going for food safety purposes. I know my equipment that this should be getting it there. So these aren't huge, super thick chicken breasts, so they should be good to go. Voila.
All right, so now while the chicken is resting, we are going to make our guacamole. And one tip on finding fresh avocados is that the little nub at the top, if you pull that off and you see that it's a greenish color, looks kind of fresh, then your avocado isn't overripe. So that's a good indicator that you got a good one. If it's brown and dark, then the avocado is probably going to look all mushy when you open it. Then when you twist your avocado open, I just take the knife, hit the back of it, and twist to safely get the pit out. I've tried many other ways and have been unsuccessful. So next, you're just going to slice up your avocado just to make it easier to mash. And then what I do is I just pull out a spoon and scoop all the yumminess into a bowl. And sometimes I get a little peel in there. So we got that all in our bowl. And now we're going to add some tomato and slice that up. Sometimes I like to get the cherry tomatoes and quarter those because they're already nice and small, but I just had this tomato on hand and wanted to use this guy up. So just slice all of your tomato up, and I like to use a medium, smallish size tomato depending on how much guacamole I'm making. And then I also add some lemon juice, one half of the lemon to the avocado, and then I get my Pampered Chef smasher and smash it up after adding some salt and pepper. And actually it's called a Pampered Chef Mix and Chop. Love that thing. Great for guacamole, making mashed taters, mashed parsnips, anything like that. Yum. I could just eat it like that. So good. Avocado is a great healthy fat and is also full of fiber. A great fat addition to your meal. We add our tomatoes. Gotta love the tomatoes. Next, we're going to chop up our white onion. And I like to make the pieces really small. So try to mince those up. And I eyeball about a quarter of that half onion to the bowl. I like a lot of onion though. Some folks don't like white onion, so you don't need it in here if you don't like onion. And then I add the rest of the lemon juice from the other half of the lemon and mix up. And you got your guacamole. Not traditional guacamole. I know typical guacamole has like cilantro and jalapenos in it. Now we're going to make our black beans. And I'm using that Dozen Cousins Cuban black beans. So I'm just pouring the package into a saucepan, and it's on medium heat. So about a 5 on a gas stove. And then I just take some chef prepared Central Market pico. So if you have your own pico recipe, you can just add that, but I just like the two flavors together. I think they mix really well. And you get the crunchiness of the onions. And we just let those sit and cook for about 5 minutes. Just let them simmer and let all of the flavors marry together. And you can use any kind of bean here. So if you're not a black bean fan, pinto beans, kidney beans are always good. Yum, yum. Now we're going to slice up our chicken. You can slice it up into thin slices. If you're a vegetarian friend or plant-based, then you can certainly forego this step and just use your black beans to have your taco filling. Next, I'm going to take my Siete tortillas and put those on the griddle and let them just toast up on each side. The tortillas are kind of thin, so I double them up. It makes it easier to hold all of the insides in without your tortilla just breaking apart in your hands. And there we have it. We have our taco with veggies, chicken and guacamole. We have our black beans, and we got our guacamole too, for any Siete tortilla chips that you might want to try.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed these recipes, and I hope you get a chance to try them out. If you find them delicious, please click the like button below. If you would like to be notified of my upcoming videos every week, then click the subscribe button below as well. I have my recipes in the description below, and also some links to different ingredients and tools that I used today. If you'd like to support my channel, then check those out. And be sure to keep taking care of yourself and keep adding more vegetables into your day and trying out new things. Remember that this is our one chance to live life, and taking care of ourselves is going to help us enjoy it even more, so we feel just awesome. Be sure to be grateful for something every day. Write that one little thing down so that you can enjoy yourself, even if it's kind of a poo-poo day, because we were watching a movie the other day, Ev and I, it was Lego Movie Part 2, and they were talking about at the very end how everything is not awesome. And it's not awesome all the time, but that's unrealistic to expect it to always be awesome. But you can always find some little part of your day to make it wonderful, because we can always find something to be grateful for. And I'm grateful that you are here, and I'm grateful that I get to make food for my family and share it with you guys. So I'll see you guys next time.